Hello, this is Giuseppe Conti. I am the founder of Conti Advanced Business Learning, a company that specializes in negotiation and influencing. The topic of today is negotiating with family and friends. And let me share with you a couple of ideas that complement the content that you have probably already got in my monthly newsletter. The first idea is that when negotiating with family and friends, relationship is very important. So whenever we look at the classical negotiation matrix comparing the outcome with the relationship, we ended up always being in a position where the relationship is very important. Therefore, we have two choices. Ideally, we listen to each other, we take time to discuss, we have an open communication so that we can have not only a good relationship, but also a strong outcome. The other option is that in order to preserve the relationship, we may end up going for a suboptimal outcome because the relationship is so important to us. The second idea is looking at the fact that whenever we are negotiating with family and friends, emotions tend to be very high. When I talk with business executives and I ask them, what is your advice to deal with emotions? The reply that I get more often is, well, simply do not get emotional in negotiation. Well, guess what? This is unlikely to happen because, emotions will be there. It's a bit like if I gave you this assignment. Tonight, I want you not to dream. Guess what? It's unlikely to happen because then you're gonna dream. So rather than saying we are gonna suppress emotions from our negotiations with family and friends, how about saying let's generate positive emotions in our interaction with them? Then there are a number of techniques to generate positive emotion. Let me stress one of them that I got in a book over 10 years ago by John Gottman, Why Marriages Succeed or Fail. Great book, especially if you are a newlywed. And in this book, John Gottman describes a research that he and his team have done to try to predict whether a couple will stay together or will go through divorce. And they are able to predict it with 95% accuracy. The way they do it is they get a couple into their room, they have plenty of cameras, including some that look at the macrofacial expression of emotions in the face of the people, and then they have the couple going through a recent conflict. The key predictor about whether the couple will stay together or will go through divorce is whether they are able to communicate appreciation with each other and conveying positive emotions. Otherwise stated, the ratio between the positive messages and the negative messages is 5-1. 5 positive for 1 negative. Now, if we know that appreciation is important, how do we appreciate in negotiation? The first one is by listening, making sure that we really pay attention to them and so that we can really understand what they're saying. The second element to show appreciation is looking for anything that they do well, that they think well, that they feel well. To summarize, a couple of key ideas to negotiate with family and friends. One, remember that the relationship is important. If you also want to have a good outcome, make sure that you listen, make sure that you take your time, make sure that there is an open communication. The second element, remember to generate positive emotions, and a way to generate positive emotion is to focus on appreciation. For more insights on negotiation and influencing, check our website www.CABL.CH.